Good afternoon. This is Al Teriyaki. It's 11:29 here in New Orleans. Just want to give an update on a company I liked a lot called Post Holdings. They're a cereal company, and lately they've been doing pretty well. They had really bad earnings at the beginning of August. They said their business is slowing down, but like the stock market, that has not slowed down, going higher. And recently, again, they reported lackluster earnings. They said their business is kind of flat, nothing crazy. But they have a portfolio of different companies, and they basically spun off their they have snacks. And if you go to any vitamin shop, they have these power bars, and they spun off this brand. And because of the expectation of these spin-offs in different categories that they have been building for the last 3 to 5 years, there's expectation of value inside that they think it's worth more than what it looks like on their stock holding. So right now it's at 112.06 this weekend. I want to give just a little point on this. You see this high volume low here and high volume high, and the high volume low is 98 and the high volume high is 112. And we're at this important juncture because these high volume lows and these high volume highs love to be retested. So you could tell here after it had terrible earnings. I wouldn't say terrible, but if you purchased this and you were expecting to go higher, it just basically went down to 98. And what's been happening after that point where it ended, it goes right back up to see if there's any more sellers. And we're back to the point of where my original chart was. It's trying to break through this 112 number, 111, 112. You could see here and here. It's tried twice, and the next earning is February 6th, 2020. And I suspect they're going to try it a third time. And like I said with my previous videos that I've made with this company, if they do have great earnings, let's just say their business improves, their post cereal and their brands, right now the market is expecting less than 10% growth for this company. Let's just say they report 12 or 13 and they give future estimates that are above the prior lows which they provided here back in the beginning of 2019. I believe, like my prior charts, that it's going to hit 125. And every time this company has had any sort of bad news, it just basically has overcome it. It's overcome it here in the beginning of January 2018, and here in the beginning of 2019. Every time they've given low estimates, all they have is basically gone higher, which to me is unbelievable. Like I said, this company has great ownership. Their chairman, they're just a well-run company, which is very respected in the market. But this high volume low will, I believe, in the future get retested, this 98. And I like my previous chart, although it hit south, it went from almost 112 to 95. Obviously, there was no more sellers left, so they pumped it back up. There was a gap here at 98.15 in my previous video, and there's another gap here, which is at 93.21. So I suspect this 93.21 will get refilled in the future. But for the time being, the stock market's trading at all-time highs, and this company, I suspect, like the stock market, might break that 113, 112 number and hit 125. But I wanted to give an estimate and explain to you that these gaps will eventually get filled in the stock market. So please trade carefully. This is Al Teriyaki. I hope everyone has a great week.